Hello, everyone. How's it going? Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. My name is Mitchell Mander, and we are going to be talking about episode 42 of Pokemon Horizons. Oh, this episode. I don't even know where to begin with this one. So, if you're someone that's brand new here, you're joining the live stream / video, I guess, whenever this posts, if you're viewing it after the stream ends. So, yeah, if you're new, this is kind of what we do with these. I usually give it a couple minutes to see if a few people pop in here. We have a couple viewers that come in here, and we have a little chit-chat for about an hour and a half or so. Talking about the episode, the upcoming episode, upcoming episodes beyond that, and yeah. And then other stuff occasionally, so. Yeah, if this is something that you like and you want to, support the channel, it'd be pretty cool if you sub to the channel, like the stream / video, watch as much as you can, or stay as long as you can, and yeah, all that really helps, and I would definitely appreciate it. And join the chat. I want as many people in here talking about the episode as possible. It would be cool. But also before I go on too, if you can hear some music in the background, it's coming actually from a separate stream. I have it linked in the description. It's the Video Game Study Lounge from Game Chops. Just basically a variety of different music tracks. Mainly focusing on video games, like lo-fi remixes of video games, and then other tracks too. I think they were randomly playing a Drake lo-fi beat when I was going into this, which was kind of random. But anywho, I usually listen to it when I'm studying, reading, work when I'm at work. Have something in the background, to kind of, keep me sane while working, and when I work out too. So you should check that out too. Anyways, now that I got all that out of the way, I'm just going to wait and see if people show up. If not, we'll start reviewing this episode. It's going to be a little bit of a, not really so much a review, just because this is one of those episodes that's, it's a gag episode, so you don't really need to take it too seriously, so I'm probably not going to, review it seriously either. But yeah. Hey, wanted to ask what website is some stuff's located at. Really would want to participate in the chat, but haven't seen it yet. Oh, you haven't seen the episode? Let me link it on Discord. You have to go there. Okay, just to let you know, when you go to their website, you have to download it. You need a BitTorrent downloader. It's actually pretty easy to get, and then once you have that installed, you're pretty much free to go, and it just does the work for you, and then you can watch the episode whenever. So let me do that. I just need to open Discord up, and then I will have it over to you. Actually, can I just post it here? Actually, let me just do that. I don't know if they want their stuff posted on YouTube though. I'll just do it on Discord, I guess, whenever Discord's done uploading or downloading. Looks like it's doing a bit of updating for me right now. So just hold on a second. Then, if you want to, you can watch the episode and then come back and then let me know what you thought of it. Alright, Discord, work for me. Why aren't you coming up? Yeah, hold on, everyone. I am trying to get Discord to work. It is just not working at the moment. Pokecalis was down yesterday, and I usually watch the Horizon streams where they're on Twitch. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, I would say you can use that as I mean, that's a good way to watch the episodes, but I don't normally catch the episodes in the early morning anymore. I usually just stick to the subs. Unless there's a major episode coming, then yeah. Alright, I linked it to you in Discord. Like I said, you just go to their website, you need a torrent downloader. And then what you can do is you can just go and choose whichever one you want to download once you have it, and then you're good to go. And you can switch on subs with it. It's pretty cool. It also, they also have the Pokemon Go collab short too to download. It's only like a minute long, but yeah, you can also download that as well. No Iono. And that's why you gave it a 10 out of 10. Let me guess, that was you. I will just say, based on like not taking this episode seriously, it's a 10. It's it was a gag episode done right, in my opinion. Not to mention Ludlow is actually All Might. Excuse me, I mean Mighty G. And interesting enough, he can only utilize the form for 3 minutes. Kind of seems a little similar to All Might. Also getting some Master Roshi vibes as well. So I thought that was interesting. But we have quite the crowd here. Oh, hello, Brickloader and Samurai Cop. Totally has everything to do with Pokemans. What's up, my friend? We're getting quite a bit of votes right now. We already got 6 votes. What? Wait a minute. What? Harlester. 3. A Mighty G. Yeah. The Mighty G. I think this is Sonic music, actually. Yeah, it is. Aquarium Park. Dano Draws and Royal Pearl or Pear Fan. Hi, welcome to the stream. Everybody, welcome our new person. Hope we see more Might G more. Me too. I feel like it was kind of done as a gag for this episode, but if they brought it back in a future episode, that'd be cool. Also, isn't he going to be involved in the upcoming couple of episodes? So why don't we have Chad G over here to... Well, we have a decent crowd here. Yeah, as a gag. Yep. Exactly. We have a pretty decent crowd here, so I guess I'll start the review section, which I'm going to be completely honest. This is one of those episodes where I don't know how I can review this because it's a gag episode pretty much throughout it. It pretty much involves Liko and Roy and Ludlow going to the beach. The Rising Volt Tacklers are off doing their own thing, and Dot obviously is not going to come to the beach, being her type of personality. But, so they're kind of doing their thing, but Liko and Roy get some time to hang out, and we've got some an interesting cast of characters on this beach. We got Swim Trunks guy, who likes to pick up trash and give it to his Pokemon to eat, which I thought was funny. Is the trash Pokemon from Unova, which I thought that was that was funny whenever he showed up. But then we had the Snap Kids, who were basically just taking pictures and stuff, and they want to get Palafin in its hero form. Whenever someone's in danger at this beach, Palafin shows up and saves the day in its hero form. And so, but the Snap Kids, they want to get picture of Palafin in its hero form when it does its transformation, but obviously it's not comfortable with this. So they come up with a plan to reveal this to the world. They have one of the Snap Kids on a cliff or whatever. He's like, oh, hey, I hurt my leg, come help me. And they're kind of doing that so they can trick Palafin. It isn't until he gets ambushed by a bunch of Quelf that he ends up unintentionally angering that he actually puts himself in danger. And Palafin goes to save him, but the camera people, or the other Snap kids, they're like right there ready to capture it in the moment, so it's too afraid to jump into action. But the guy's kind of in big trouble. He's about ready to fall off the cliff, actually. Or he's about to get like chopped up by the Quelfed. But Roy tries to save him. It doesn't work. He also gets in trouble as well. And Liko, in that moment, she's at first not knowing what to do. But interesting enough, earlier in the episode, she actually bonds with this Palafin, and it actually kind of reads her mind and realizes that she doesn't actually want to force it to like show its form, and wants it to, keep it hidden. So it ends up respecting her. But Liko with Sprigatito actually covers up the other Snap kids. Palafin is able to transform, and she actually witnesses it, but doesn't tell anybody else about it. And then Palafin jumps into action, but is in trouble. It actually gets hit in its weak spot. Oh no, it's been damaged in its weak spot. It's in trouble. What shall we do? Is there another hero out there that could help us? Someone that Dot actually ended up finding on the internet. Conveniently. But anyways, that's when we got Ludlow here turning into his alter ego, the mighty G. And then mighty G shows up and saves the day. And how does he save the day? They hug the Quelf. And that was it. He basically came in, saved the day, save Palafin, and then they combined their efforts to calm down the Quelf by hugging them. And then they got into a picture. They all got a nice little picture at the end. And yeah, it turns out that Ludlow can only utilize this form for about 3 minutes, and then he becomes shriveled up. Totally not like All Might from My Hero Academia. This is totally not a reference to that at all. But yeah, that's pretty much the episode. I will say before I end this portion, though, at the end of the episode, they do notice that there's it looks like a strange building is being built over in the distance from the beach that they're at. So something strange is going on. So the one part of the episode that kind of is relevant to the story is brought up here. Excuse me. Something that Horizons likes to do. So it's canon, everyone. It may be mostly a gag episode, but that ending makes it canon. Oh, and Professor Willow actually shows up in the short at the end of the episode, which is exactly what I thought was going to happen. It was either going to be in that Professor Freed seminar section, or it was going to be in a short, similar to kind of the Terrapago shorts that we had back in December. So yeah, Professor Willow exists in the Pokemon anime. It's just kind of weird because the way he's drawn is so much different than everybody else. That he looks like he's coming from a different universe. I don't know, I thought that was kind of funny. I like how Freed's interacting with them. Any reason why he hasn't shown up before this point? I mean, they've had plenty of opportunities to introduce him before, but he just didn't show up. But yeah, that segment was kind of funny. He ends up getting shocked by the Captain Pikachus, because apparently there's a lot of Captain Pikachus that are just showing up out of nowhere. Conveniently. But anyways, for this episode, obviously it's not an episode to kind of it's not a serious episode. It's not a plot-heavy episode. This is just a fun gag episode. And in my opinion, it's a gag episode that was done correctly. It's silly. It knows what it's doing. And it actually ended up working. And it also surprised me because I was not expecting Ludlow to actually get this type of focus. I will say, though, that I was hoping that Roy would get a little bit more in this episode. It seemed like that was going to be the case. He hasn't really had much lately, besides that one Fuecoco episode where Fuecoco learned this charming voice. And, yeah. But I will take Ludlow getting some screen time here, because that was very unexpected. He really needed something, and Yeah, the dude is he is very ripped, though he can only hold that form for 3 minutes. But explorers beware, because Mighty G will take you down. Also, another thing of note is that we also got another confirmation of another Pokemon that Ludlow has. He has a Sharpedo, which I thought was kind of neat as well. So yeah, but overall for this episode, it is a gag episode, and I honestly, I got to give this one like a strong rating, because this one was a solid 8 or 9, just based on like kind of how the episode was, taking itself as. It's a gag episode, so it's not taking itself seriously. So great, like it's just a hilarious episode. Let me turn the music down here. I'm not gonna lie, Horizons has been on a roll lately, considering the fact that we haven't really been focusing on Terrapagos, but I don't know. This one was an episode that made me smile, so it was much better than some of the gag episodes in the series that shall not be named. Just saying. And it kind of reminded me of a Sun and Moon episode, in a way. So that's another plus too. So yeah, solid episode 8, 9. I'd say the gags itself, give it a 10. I just wouldn't say it's like the best Horizons episode. It's probably one of the most enjoyable ones, though. Just saying. But yep, so that's kind of my thoughts. So let's look at the chat. So Hurlster 3, I hope we see Mighty. Okay, I've already read that. And we know another Pokemon Ludlow has. Yep. Dot was like, let me step aside. It's Mighty G's time. Yep. Exactly. Mighty G and his Sharpedo. I'm just glad that he has 2 Pokemon at least. That's cool. My favorite superhero, legally distinct All Might. I mean, Mighty G. That's right, folks. The Mighty G is here. I hope they keep that in the dub. This is going to be an interesting episode when they dub it, though. Whenever that actually appears. I'm glad the Palafin episode was a gag episode. Now, thinking about it, I think it'd be a little bit disappointed if this Palafin episode was a completely serious one. Yeah, I kind of got that vibe. Because I'm like, this Pokemon is kind of gaggy, even in the games. So, like, you might as well just go all out on it. Is Sharpedo in Gen 9? Because if not, Roy's getting a Wishmore might just be back on the table. I actually don't know that. Let's just Google it and see what comes up. Is Sharpedo and Scarlet and Violet? Okay, I don't really know. I've got to actually look it up. Sharpedo is not available in Scarlet and Violet. This man is bringing a Pokemon that's not allowed to be in the Paldea region? in the Paldea? Alright, Mighty G's been canceled. Go snap kids, posted on the whatever the equivalent of Twitter is on in the Pokemon universe. Goodbye, Grandpa G. Your time is over. Just kidding. Oh lordy. Wow. Okay, we're about 20 minutes in. We still got a little ways to go. Hoping some more people pop in here. Trying to think what else I wanted to talk about. I talked about the episode. So the preview was a little bit interesting. Part of it seems a little unserious, but then we go into the Explorer stuff. We know that at the end of this episode that there's something going on. The Explorers are up to something, as we see that building in the distance. We got Songo that's in line for those treats and sees Liko and Roy. It looks like we might have a little bit of a battle with her, so that's gonna be pretty neat. Got some exciting episodes coming up. We still don't have a summary for episode 45. They must really be wanting to hide what's about to happen in that episode. Because I have heard nothing about that one so far. In fact, I'm going to look right now because I don't know if it's been updated. Let's go to good old Cerebees. And look it up, shall we? 2 places far, far away. Nope, nothing still. I like Liko and Palafin in this episode. I really like their bond, though I wish Roy got treated better, because all he did was pretty much lose to some wild Qualf. That is true. Like I said, if there's one downside to this episode, I was kind of hoping that Roy got something, because I felt like the summary was kind of hinting that this episode was going to be focused on him, but, you know, I mean, I'll take Mighty G, though. And I don't really care so much that he lost to the Qualf, because it's, again, more of a gag-focused episode, and they didn't even battle them. They literally got hugged and became friendly because of that. So... yeah, Mighty G, he might be very ripped, but he ain't gonna go beating up some Pokemon, yo. He wants to make sure that they are loved and respected. Claw Liz, hi, welcome, what's up? Huh. I am very curious to see what you thought of this one. This episode was something, wasn't it? Even if it was him bonding with Palafin a little, but yeah, I wasn't mad about it either. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's just like, for this episode, it's kind of one of those you shut your brain off and kind of just watch it and not really take it too seriously. I just think it's better than most other gag-focused episodes in Pokemon. I kind of feel like the previous series didn't really do the best with them. I sure was surprised. Yep, me too. I wasn't expecting Mighty G, aka All Might, here to show up. This episode was, to me, this episode gave me strong Sun and Moon, like, comedic vibes. In a good way, too. We are all weak to Mighty G's ultimate technique, the power of love. Yep, he would fall. We would all fall to his mighty hug. Yeah. Yes, sir. I can see you all enjoyed this one. Oh, what a day already. Hold on. I need a little bit of water here. Okay, that's better. My throat was getting a little scratchy there. I love how Dot saw Mighty G but didn't care because he's not a Pokemon. Exactly. I thought that was funny too. She's like, yeah, I can't really use Mighty G. He's not a Pokemon, so I ain't getting any views off of this, yo. Oh. Was this the first time Quelf appeared in the anime, by the way? I feel like I haven't seen it before. I'll look it up. Ludlow. The best way to do this is actually look up the Mighty G himself. I'm surprised they haven't put on a like Bulbapedia or whatever, like also known as Mighty G. Oh, that's a good image on here that I don't have in this video. Dang it. Oh. Oh yeah, there's a lot of Pokemon debuts here. Palafin. Wow. Oh. Grimmighoul with Professor Willow. Yeah, there's a couple debuts, and of course Professor Willow himself, even though that was in the short. Yeah, this is Quelf's debut. Yep. I believe so. I love Quelf. It was treated pretty well this episode too. I think, at least I think it was. Yeah, it pretty much kind of acted the way that I kind of expected it to act, I guess. if that makes sense. I like that the episode ends with the foundation of the next episodes. Me too. It's like I said earlier. You may view this episode as kind of a gag episode, but at least they kind of like went right back to kind of, you know, the main plot line here at the very end, or what's coming up next. Which Horizons has a really good tendency to do that stuff. There might be a silly episode, but then like the very end of it, you know, things get a little serious. Kind of reminds me of that one episode in Sun and Moon, during like the Nebby episodes where Ash and the others had that sleepover at Kukui's or whatever, and then at the very end of the episode, like it's a gag episode, then the very end it happens where Lily gets taken to was it Gladion, and Type Nolan gets freaked out or something. Kind of reminded me of that a little bit. How it kind of shifts from, okay, everything's, you know, all fine and dandy, then the very end of the episode gets serious. Hold on. I need more water. And hey, look, guys, Pokemon music is in the background. I think this is New Barktown. Yeah, if I was to imagine Quelf, that's how exactly I would picture they would be. Yep, exactly. Makes sense to me. Also, Liko looks adorable in her swimsuit. Yeah. Wow, we got 8 votes already. Can we get this to 10 votes? And can we also get one more like on the video so we can have at least 5 likes? I mean, we could probably go aim for higher, but let's aim for a little bit more realistic like goals, I guess. If you get to 5, that'd be cool. If you haven't liked it already, be cool. And it worked. Thank you. Also, I kind of wish we got a Melton cameo with Professor Willow, but that's a very, very minor and insignificant nitpick. See, the thing about that is that should have happened back in Sun and Moon. Because remember, when Melton was introduced, I think the crew was off going to one of the islands. I can't remember. It's been like what, 5 years now since those episodes were airing. I want to say that there was like a box that they came from that was at the bottom of the ocean or something like that, and then that's how they kind of appeared. I was kind of expecting something to follow up from that, but we never did follow up from it, so whatever. It's just kind of a weird choice to have Professor Willow appear now of all times. It's kind of random, but I guess I'll take it. Very excited for next week. Me too. I'm very curious what these next few episodes are going to be like. Love seeing Sango in disguise. Yeah, it's interesting. We'll see how she behaves in her disguise form. But, yeah. I like the bit with Professor Willow. Oh, hi, Emerald. So they pulled the classic old man as buff like Master Roshi. It's a reference to it's like a cross reference between Master Roshi's buff form and pretty much All Might. It's more so a My Hero Academia reference with All Might, more so. But yeah, it's like a combination of the two. It's more so All Might because of the name Mighty G, and then how he's animated and how he looks is very similar to how All Might's portrayed, and then how he can only last so long in that form before he's like all tuckered out, similar to All Might. So it's kind of more so tailored in that direction. But yeah, him being an old man, yeah. Yeah, I do agree. I was just thinking it's a better late than never. Just imagine if Grimmy Ghoul on one shoulder and Melton on the other. That would be kind of neat. Though I would probably not expect that at this point, unfortunately. The time has come and gone for that. Melton's time to be promoted is sadly gone. In my opinion, Willow should have appeared sooner. That's what I said already. Back during Sun and Moon, the Melton episodes. Yeah, he should have appeared since they basically never explained where Melton came from. It just kind of appeared from a box, so it's like, okay. We're just not going to follow up on that? Okay, whatever. That's a kind of a bad tendency that the Pokemon anime has from time to time. Not elaborating where elaboration is needed. We were just talking about that Emerald, funny enough. Yep. Kind of like how they did the segments on YouTube with Professor Oak and Professor Willow. You guys, yeah, a little bit. Melton will always be promoted in my heart. I love that Pokemon to death, I see. But yeah, it was more so like I kind of called it. I'm like, okay, Professor Willow's gonna appear. I was gonna make a video on it, but then I stopped because I'm like, I'm not gonna make a video, and then it's gonna end up being like a short at the end of the episode, and people are gonna get mad at me. So I'm like, yeah, I probably shouldn't do that. But yeah, I guess at least we got it. But yeah, these next few episodes beyond this one are going to be pretty interesting, with the explorers coming back here to challenge the Rising Volt Tacklers, and we'll probably learn about their plan to capture Rayquaza and what that will entail. And to places far, far away, we still don't have a summary for, so that tells me that we have a very big episode coming up. It's probably going to be whatever's going to happen in this episode. It's going to kind of change the course of where the series is currently at and where it's going next, kind of thing. In the episodes leading up to the Melton being captured, we saw the Melton in the water escaping from the box that was broken. Yeah, that's what I said. We never kind of got... We were never told where that came from or shown or anything. It just was like, oh, that's where they're from. Where did that box come from? How did it fall in there? You'll know. You don't worry about that. You don't need to know about that. I don't get why people want Blaziken to a starter in Pokemon Legends ZA, even though it has a Mega, and would be weird to have 2 birds. I mean, I don't know. I guess when it comes to ZA, I kind of need some more, like, I guess, footage before we can kind of, you know, make more speculation on it. This is the first vid they did on it. Oh, yeah. You're making me click on links on my stream, Emerald. Hey, Chrono Trigger music. Oh, yeah, I remember this one. When was... Jeez. I remember when these came out. Dang, that was 5.5 years ago. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I remember those videos. Welcome back, Pokefan. Hope you were able to watch the episode. It looks like you did. Since we know Sprig is evolving sometime soon, do you think it'll be... between these next few episodes, or do you think it will be a little later? It has a high possibility. Maybe around episode 45. It could happen in the upcoming episodes beyond it. It's kind of hard to say. I'm hoping maybe we get some more info on episode 45. Maybe the summary is containing something we don't want to know at the moment. And that's why we haven't seen it yet. So maybe that's when it could potentially evolve. That would be my bet at the moment. Man, now I wish Liko caught Palafin. It really was a Pokemon I could see with her with, and now I'm just sad. Yeah, I will say, if there's one part of the episode I guess that was good for Liko, is that it kind of showed, you know, she is kind of really developing in her goal of understanding how Pokemon feel. And I like how she had empathy, and she didn't want to force it to, you know, show its true form. And she's not going to expose it and be like, oh yeah, I saw it. So, in that sense, Liko is coming along pretty well with her goal in mind. I wonder in which of these 3 upcoming episodes will Sprig evolve. My guess would be 45, if any of them. I love these promotions. 2018 was the year. Yep, I know. That was the year that the Let's Go games came out. Also, I really wanted Amethio to get a Sharpedo. I thought it would fit, but since Mighty G... Hold on, I gotta do that better. Mighty G... Whoever that is has one. There goes that. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but you know, you gotta respect the G that is Mighty G. Personally, I'm fine with her not catching Palafin. Me too. It's alright. I remember for a while they were like, oh, is Roy gonna capture this Pokemon? Yeah, so much for that. I guess I was a little bit wrong in thinking this was a Roy focus episode, unfortunately, but hopefully he gets something soon. His burb really needs something. Like, ASAP. Yeah, I agree. She's really a sweetheart. Yep. For those who want to see the other 2 parts, here you go. Yep. I've seen all of them. Because I think we were all like, what is this Pokemon? Because it was randomly appearing in Go at the time. We're like, what is this? It reminds me of All Might from My Hero Academia before things happened. Won't spoil it. Yeah. We won't spoil it for those that haven't actually watched the series or are planning on watching the series. But yeah, I know. I think it's too soon for her to get Palafin, plus it's kind of needed to protect these people since they seem to get into peril all the time. Yeah, that's kind of the one thing that I kind of realized when I was making my video earlier. I'm like, yeah, there's a pretty good chance that, back when I made that, I'm like, yeah, there's a pretty good chance that Roy is not going to get this Pokemon because it probably needs to protect his beach, and you take it away and like everybody's just going to be like, I don't know, not being saved anymore. So yeah, it might not be good, yo. This episode was definitely was a Ludlow. Yep. Actually, it's a Mighty G episode. He stole the show. Mighty G for the win. From zero to hero, quite a superhero episode this was, haha. Not even exposing their identities. Yeah. Yeah. We don't know who Mighty G is. It totally isn't somebody that Liko and Roy actually know. It's totally this guy that's the hero of the seas. Hero of the lands. Like I said, I wonder how the dub's going to handle this episode. Especially Ludlow's VA. I'm actually not familiar with his VA. I know his VA for the dub is Larry Kenny. I'm not really sure what else he's been in. It's going to be interesting to see how he handles things when the time comes. Granted, we're probably not going to see this episode on Netflix for like a year, unfortunately. So yeah, there's that. It's like Ash's Greninja for these people, but more effective at doing its job. True. Hee. What you laughing at, Clawless? Or what? Or was it what I said? Gotcha. The one thing I would have liked is maybe seeing Willow with Melton, but Melton, you mean Melmetal? But it was cool to see Grimmy Ghoul. Yeah, I guess it kind of makes a little bit more sense to have Grimmy Ghoul there than Melton, just because not only is it a newer Pokemon that needs to be promoted, Go did a whole thing with Grimmy Ghoul too. So, yeah. I guess it makes sense in that sense. Wow, we got 11 votes now. Wow. Ludlow's English VA is Larry Kenny, who voiced Lionel on the original Thundercats? Really? That's interesting. Didn't think I would expect something like that. So it's gonna be interesting to see him in the Mighty G role. Actually, I might have to watch that episode. If only I could do a live reaction to it. Maybe Pokemon will get with the times here shortly. Seems like they're kind of slowly getting there, but yeah. Got a little ways to go. Yep. Man, bro, I would have loved if Willow and Professor Oak talked at least once before Oak's OG voice actor passed away. Yep. Well, what's done is done, and we can't go back. Give me 1 second, y'all. I am going to use the restroom really quickly, but give me some chats in the chat, and then I'll be back to read them off. So give me just a few minutes, and I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Hope you're all still here. And you are. Okay. Mighty G, the newest member of the Thundercats. Okay, that's funny. Like I said many times, Horizon's English VA cast is stacked. I can tell. Yeah, Clawless, I liked how it is also Union this time. Yeah, I believe from my understanding, it's the first dub of any anime that is unionized, which I think is much needed in like every other dub going forward. So hopefully that's the case. But yeah, I like that. Good job, English dub for Horizons. I applaud you, and I am happy for you all. Much better for them. Yep. I wonder how Florigato's personality will be like. Yeah, is it Florigato or Gato? Anyways, because as we've seen many times, Pokemon can completely change their mindset upon evolution. That is true. Wow, we got 11 people here. What's up, everyone? I'm so glad you're all here. If you could do me a favor and hit that like button, I would very much appreciate it. Thank you. Everyone's here. If you can mind reading the last message above, which message would that be, perchance? Would it be yours? I guess just let me know as we go through the chat here. I haven't seen it yet, but the dub seems promising. I have not either. I have Netflix, and I haven't had a moment to actually check it out, but I might consider watching it. We'll see. Maybe I'll give my impressions of the dub. Ludlow transformation was a bit much. Made the episode feel like it was another universe. Hi, Thomas. And yeah, just as I said earlier, this is a more of a gag episode. So it's not one to take super seriously. It kind of was very much like Sun and Moon. In a good way, though. I think this was better than a lot of the gag episodes that were present in the prior series. And was more so like the gag-focused episodes in Sun and Moon. So it gets an A+ from me in that regard. But that's just my opinion. But it looks... From the looks of it, a lot of folks are enjoying Horizons now that it's finally on Netflix. That's good. Well, I guess I'll give it a chance here. Yeah, I had put something before the Florigato bit. I'll go back and look in a moment. And actually, I'll try and do that right now. Oh, I think I see it now. These people, oh no, I broke my pencil trying to write what not to do at a stoplight. Palafin goes by the pack of pencils and a pencil sharpener. Yep, pretty much. I think Ludlow's transformation was perfect. It perfectly fits this canon gag episode. Yep, agreed. Thomas, welcome in. The dub is pretty solid VA-wise. Just ignore the music to the best of your ability. Yeah. I'll try my best. I still give it an 8. Yep, that's pretty much where I'm at with it. 8 or 9. For like this type of episode, it was well done. I think the only thing that kind of knocks it off slightly is Roy should have been treated a little bit better, but I'm not angry or anything. Just an episode not to shut your brain off and kind of just like watch it like that. And it's a well done gag episode at that. What are the odds of that happening? Also, a thought just hit me. What if Ludlow doesn't pull out Mighty G, but he has, for some reason, more other superhuman alternative identities? I mean, that would be interesting. It's just how would they handle all of that would be the question. I have a theory. What if the Trubbish guy actually litters when nobody is around and cleans up his own mess to look good? That would be funny. Unfortunately, Swim Trunks guy is probably not returning. He served his purpose here. Now he's got to go clean up trash on another beach in off-screen land. While I haven't seen the dub in quite a bit, I will say I actually didn't mind the music for the most part, but again, it's been a while, so I don't know how it's been last time I saw it fully as Sun and Moon. Oh, okay. I mean, I think the music really started to get kind of not great around the X and Y and days, and Sun and Moon, in my opinion, wasn't that great. But yeah, that's just my opinion. I have a preference in watching the series, so I'm sticking to it, but I will give the dub a chance. Is this Octopath? The Frostlands, yes it is. We have the baseball episode, and the Ludlow becomes the MVP as he becomes the legendary baseball hero Batterman? Batterman G. Or is that 2 out on top of the nose? Or 2 on the nose? We'll just add a G to it for all of his alternative heroes. Off-screen land, yes. So how that we are over, or now that we're over 40 episodes in, do you think they are doing a good job balancing the regions? I think that the approach is better than the prior series, just because the prior series is like, oh, we're in this region for this episode, no, we're in this region for this episode, so it's kind of scattered and not always done right, I guess is the way to put it. I'd say so far they're doing a pretty good job, considering Paldea has gotten a lot of focus. We had a decent arc in Galar that didn't overstay its welcome. I would have wished that certain characters would have shown up, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. Kanto, we were not in Kanto for a very long time, so I'm kind of glad about that. So, I don't know what's going to be happening beyond episode 45, but I do kind of want us to maybe go to the academy and like do some legitimate research on Terrapagos before we go to the next location, just so that we can get that or just something for Terrapagos here, because a lot of these episodes haven't focused on Terrapagos. I mean, granted, again, I'll just say it again, a lot of the characters have been getting a lot of pretty good focus lately, so I've kind of forgotten about the whole Terrapagos plotline for a little bit, but we'll probably get right back on that here shortly. Just hoping that Paldea gets its fair shake, and then we go to wherever we're going next, and it doesn't overstay its welcome. We stay in regions for a good number of episodes. Yep. It isn't primarily in Kanto like 94% of the time. There's another positive. I'm all Kanto'd out, so the less Kanto we have, the better. The prior series literally had was based in Kanto, and then we just went wherever from there, so yeah. It makes sense that Paldea would have the most episodes, agreed. I just realized the Hero G logo looks like the Google G. Does that mean he's fighting data theft? Look, Mighty G helps out in any way he can, so he may be behind in the times, but he isn't behind in his gains. So, data theft. People that participate in data theft, beware. Mighty G's on to ya. But don't worry, he ain't gonna beat you up. He might just hug you into submission. And then you'll become good. Anyways, enough being silly there. What did Professor Willow do? Is he canon to the show? A little bit tricky to say. I don't know. I'm guessing you didn't see the short. If so, you can look on some stuffs and then grab it down. I think you can see it out there on Twitter too. But basically, it just was what I thought. He's there to essentially promote the whole Pokemon Go Horizons collaboration thing. It's just kind of interesting to see that he actually showed up in the actual series, even if it was in a short. So he is and isn't, I guess. He's also drawn differently, which I thought was kind of interesting. And that's kind of a shame too, because when the dub gets to that point, we're probably not going to see it in the dub. So yeah, unless we do another collab by that point. Kind of have to if you're going to have that show up. Do you think we will go to Kitakami with the Timeless Woods? It depends on kind of how the series is going to go and what direction they take. I think the DLC location should get a fair shake. I don't want another situation where Isle of Armor just is non-existent. So let's make sure we get some representation there. So we just gotta make sure it makes sense for where the story is going. Imperant appears, so we essentially have a Ursaluna event with it being Cleavor instead. I'd rather have that. Like, if that could be something they could do, honestly. If they wanted to go in that direction and have like an episode or two based in there, and we have that happen, that'd be kind of neat. Cleavor is probably going to be more so in like Sinnoh somewhere, like hiding in a cave or in the bushes or something. I don't know. He'll be there. He's vibing, waiting for us to show up. So it would have been interesting if Willow had met Oak. He could have been a few recurring characters into this series. And the other, I believe, is Nurse Joy from Journeys. Yeah. If the Willow was to appear. He is a part of the show. It's on YouTube too, just in Japanese. Yeah. It's kind of one of those like complicated things, just because yeah. Cause it's in a short, but like he's not in like the main plot of the series. I don't know. I guess it's up to you. I would love to see an episode where Dot does go to the beach and she has a traumatic backstory about being a baby toddler at the beach and getting hit by a wave near the shore, and that's why she hates the beach. That would be something. Probably won't be getting another beach episode, but that would be I guess another interesting aspect of her character if they decide to implement that. Really, which he had a short video call with Freed. Okay, you watched it. Gotcha. And then maybe Perrin finds another clue that another rare Pokemon resides here, so she stays keeping an eye out for Ursaluna while their heroes leave. Sure. I mean, that could work. I think Cleavor will show up in Unova and the Blueberry Academy, maybe. Is that the direction we really want to take with Cleavor, though? I'm kind of a little conflicted with that. I know he shows up in the DLC very randomly. I almost want to say we might want to kind of keep it keep it in Sinnoh and just be like, okay, back in the day, like Lucius went to Hisui and found it or whatever. And of course, all the heroes are like, you know, doing stuff and whatever. I don't know. They're just messing with everybody and everyone wherever they go. So maybe Cleavor doesn't want to do that and wants to just hide out in the bushes somewhere in Sinnoh. When it was Hisui, and he just found a nice bush, and he's like, I'm just gonna just hang out here for the next like 100+ years. I don't know. I'm just kind of messing around now. I don't know. We'll see what they decide to do. I would prefer it to be that direction, but we'll see. Whatever the writers decide to do, I guess. I'm so hyped to see Spinel again. Me too. I want to see what the dude's got in store for us. HDVDB, welcome back. Do you think that the explorer's plot to catch Rayquaza is to steal Roy's ancient Pokeball? Since Rayquaza is already a captured Pokemon and belongs to the ancient Pokeball. That maybe. Maybe they've come up with a different plan, and maybe that's what they want to try to do. The question is, does Roy have the ancient Pokeball on him at this time? Maybe it's on the ship. Who knows? Based on your screenshots, it seems Willow is not canon because in his background they show multiple Captain Pikachus. Yeah, see, that's what I say. It's kind of up to you. It's kind of more so just done for promotional material for Pokemon Go, more than anything. It's just interesting that they actually showed him and Freed was interacting with him. I don't know. They were at the beach having food and stuff, so guess it's whatever you want to think of it. Because technically that phone call between the two of them happened basically after the episode concluded, and they're just eating at the beach. I have no idea for Cleavor. Yeah, we'll see what happens. That's what I was thinking originally, but then I remembered the Timeless Woods exists, and in that location there was Hisui and Basculin, whatever, how you pronounce it. Can't pronounce anything. Hold on, Jeff's texting me. And stuff, and that's why I think it's a good scenario. I guess we'll see what they decide to do. I feel like Kitakami might be reserved for something else, like the Ursaluna. That would actually be kind of a neat way to bring that Pokemon into the series. Who knows? In the bushes. Of course, everyone's in the bushes. You're in the bushes. I'm in the bushes. That's where we found Ganondorf originally. What if we use Clarex for time travel? Because he seems to have time warping abilities. So the gang can go to the Crown Tundra, find Clarex, and sent temporarily to Hisui to find Lucius or Cleavor. I would like that. It's just that I don't know if that's if Clarex is in the cards for showing up. Also, it seems like Terapagos might potentially have some type of ability to like time warping abilities for something that happened in the game. So who knows? Or in Sinnoh. Yep. I just noticed that you wrote, is that Professor Willow in the bushes? Yeah. See, I was waiting for you to find that. Bro was bringing that back. Yep. Jeff. Yep. He just texted me. Spreedito is for sure going to evolve in the next couple of episodes. I think Kitakami should be a movie. It would be dope. They could do that. That's actually a plot that they could utilize for like the movie where we go to Kitakami and then maybe go to Blueberry Academy and have like a whole thing for what's his face. I forget his name now. Carmine and her brother. They could do that, but just change some stuff up. Who knows? I said everything I wanted to say. Got stuff to do, so bye. Okay, Clawless. Sorry I didn't get to your comment in the chat in time. I'm getting kind of quite a bit of chats here. But yep, thanks once again for showing up. It's always a pleasure, and hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. We'll see you in the next one. Everyone say bye to Clawless. Kieran, that's right. I remember now. We love being in the bushes even if we don't realize it. You said it. Cox does not have time travel powers. Yeah, I was gonna say I wasn't. He can possess people though. No matter how much we try and fight it, we will always end up back in the bushes. Okay. We can't resist or fight it. Yep. I think they will go to Unova briefly. Time to depart the Blueberry Academy shortly afterwards. Yeah. Bye, Clawless. Yep. Weird thing, but I like how anime characters have little black noses. So cute. Yep, Kieran. He's my favorite Scarlet Violet character. Controversial opinion. Okay, that's your opinion. I kind of like his sister more, but that's just me. Please show us Hassel. They could bring back Brassius back with that, because Hassel and Brassius have a backstory. Yeah, I'd like to see him. He'd be an interesting character. I think he'd be kind of a more silly character for the series, kind of like what's his face, Volkstrom, the Callus Elite Four. I agree. I think the whole Ogre-Pun and Perchant and the Loyalthor should be a movie too, but have one episode in the anime focus on Ursaluna. Yep. Kieran's a good character. Okay. Hold on, I gotta respond to Jeff's text message here. All right, I have responded to Jefferson. I realized that when they took the group selfie, Palafin was dabbing. Did I miss that? I guess I didn't pay attention to that, but that is funny. And kind of cringy at the same time. Kieran is very flawed, but that's what I like about him. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and trash on the character. I just wasn't that big of a fan of him personally, but that's just me. I see. I hope for the next season arc is a training arc for Liko and Roy and have them train with gym leaders to get stronger. Stealing Roy's ancient Pokeball would act as motivation for the heroes to train. See, I think if what I think potentially could happen here, like Freed losing potentially the Amethio, and maybe that's why Sprigatito evolves and maybe just helps out or something. Maybe they realize that, hey, we are like not strong enough to take on these people. We need to like step our game up. That, like, them taking a fat L it'd actually be a good thing, because it'd be like, hey, we need to like, get stronger, get better, be able to, stand up, against the explorers. Someone calling me. Give me a second, guys. I lost my train of thought completely. In the middle. Okay, anyways. But I think that what I was trying to say is, like, if they lose big time, that's gonna be like, hey, we just lost big time. We need to, like, do something and maybe train with people. Like, we've had 2 training sessions with gym leaders. Like, maybe we go to the next region, or like even like gosh, leave me alone. I'm losing my train of thought because people just keep texting me. But it's gonna motivate them. We've already had 2 training sessions with 2 gym leaders, so wherever we go to next, we could actually, like, get another training session or 2 or more, or 3 or more, and then we just keep getting stronger from there. And maybe Sprigatito evolving might, you know, point in that direction, make Liko stronger. Maybe Roy gets stronger. His burb does something eventually. I don't know. I agree. I think, like, that could be a good thing. You know, them losing could motivate them to get stronger and train with, like, strong gym leaders and stuff, or Elite Four members. Who knows? Maybe we're setting the bar a little high with the Elite Four thing, but let's start with gym leaders. Besides, I wasn't going into the DLC to expect a character better than Arvin. Yep. I'll say that Arvin is untouched. If I had to rank the 5 main characters, it'd be Arvin, Nimona, Kieran, Penny, then Carmine. I hope gotcha. I'm just socially awkward with my autism and anxiety disorder, and Kieran, being the shy and wanting to prove himself as worthy, definitely was relatable. It's just me, though. Anyone who disagrees has a right. Yeah, that's fine. That's fair. I'm calling you. Okay, Emerald. Also, speaking of Penny, did you know Penny's dad was Peony? The implication is, yeah, it is Peony. That is something. I was not expecting that to happen. But yeah. Totally agree. They need to take an L. It would make the explorers more threatening. Yeah, and, like, again, I keep saying this. They're building up to Ametheo potentially defeating Freed. He's going to surprise them with his ability to terrestrialize his Ceruledge, which is going to throw a wrench in Freed's battle against him. I mean, that could be where Spriggy evolves. We'll see. Hello, my friend.
Hi.
Want to say hi to all the folks in chat?
Hi, everyone.
Matt says hi.
I forgot to put my stuff in the dryer.
Yep, might want to do that. Okay, sorry guys, I'm like getting like a million text messages while actually trying to do this live stream. It's a little distracting. I think a serious loss would be good. Heck, maybe Freed gets seriously injured and can't battle, so the kids realize, oh crap, we need to step it up to the plate and mature. There you go. That is a good thing. Some people might have issues with it, but you know what? Sometimes you need a little bit of a wake-up call to realize, hey, I need to do some training, or hey, I need to get stronger if I'm going to be able to proceed from here. So, yeah. I meant reward, not rears. You're good. You're good. When Matt comes upstairs, I'll tell you guys, everyone that said hi to Matthew. What if Ceruledge has a stellar Terra type? That would be crazy. I can't see it happening, but that would be kind of crazy. I'd be like, whoa, how we beat this guy now? How badly injured are you thinking, Pokefan? Oh, gotcha. That's directed to him. Yeah, I was wondering the same thing, Pokefan. Pokefan says hi, and Emerald says hi.
I think I washed my earbuds.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
And I guess we'll see if I can save them.
Gotcha.
Alright, have fun.
Yep. I'll let you know when I'm ready in a little bit, by the way. Anyways, oh, Emerald's leaving. Alright, Emerald, have a good one. We'll see you in the next one. Oh, wonder if anything. Not where he dies, but bad enough where he probably needs crutches or a leg cast. Can't really battle. I don't know if he's gonna break a leg or like get that injured. He might be like incapacitated in some way where he can't do anything. Broken armor. That would be crazy to see. Okay. Freed getting paralyzed. That would be some wacky. Like, that would be wacky. Did Matt just fall down in his room? Oh. No, but that. Imagine it's like, guys, Freed's paralyzed. He can't do anything now. You're on your own, Liko and Roy. That would be something. I'd be like, wow, I'm like, the writers are like on crack writing this stuff now. They're going crazy. They actually went there and actually like straight up injured a character to the point where they can't walk anymore. Especially since he's so reckless. Possible that one of his Pokemon gets injured instead, and that would be why he can't battle. That would be something. A paralysis heal. That just makes him an electric wheelchair. Okay, you guys are funny. Or finds a mythical cherry berry. Yeah, that too. Yeah, I think probably, yeah. I think if anything, if Freed's incapacitated and can't battle any further, that might cue Sprigatito to evolve. That actually could be a scenario that happens. I just wonder how they're gonna go about doing all this, because it looks like Spinel and Songo are the one. Well, it looks like all the explorers, I guess, are going after them, because I think what's his face, the one dude, can't remember his name off the top of my head. I want to say his Minecraft Pokemon appeared. So yeah, they're probably all present. Being incapacitated works even better, yeah. Hold on, what song is this? I was gonna say, it sounded like Sonic. It is Escape from the City. Can't wait to see this in the Sonic 3 movie. Anyways, I want to see a third Pokemon from Freed, particularly not Kanto. Yeah, we kind of need something other than like a Kanto Pokemon. We've got Charizard and Pikachu, like the two like most like overused like Kanto Pokemon alongside Eevee, but Eevee's not here yet, at least. But have him have like we don't need another person as a Lucario necessarily. Like, give him something from Paldea, please. That would be cool. I wonder if Mighty G will show up again. It could be a Mask Royale situation. Maybe. That's if they decide to take this gag any further in a future episode. Onyx, or is it Onyx? I think it's Onyx with the Y. Either way, that's his name. Yep. Interesting. Is that his name in the dub too, perchance? I'm gonna look this up right now. His name is it's I thought it was Sidon. I'm like, what? It's Sidian? I think that's how you pronounce it. Interesting. Sup again.
Just grabbing something to eat.
Yep, that's what I'll be doing after this. This puts the idea of Freed getting a Grimmighoul out of the window. Yeah. Do you like Grimmighoul, Matt?
I think it's alright.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Imagine if he pulls out Armor Rouge as the final weapon. Somebody said before that could be something that he might have under his sleeve to combat against the Rilage. That would be interesting. Oh yeah, final thing, rip Akira Toriyama, may your legacy live on. Yeah. Maybe I should mention that really quickly, kind of to, just pay your respects to Akira Toriyama. It's not Pokemon related, but it is anime related and manga related, since he did basically create a series that probably went on to influence like every modern like manga series or anime. I'd say even Pokemon owes a little bit of nods to Akira Toriyama too. So I'd say without him, there's a lot of stuff that wouldn't be present today. So yeah, if we can get like a rip Akira Toriyama, or like, press F for respect in the chat, I would appreciate that. We're the anime and manga community are still hurting from that news, so. Though I do hope we get gold and get Dango somehow. Maybe. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Honestly, I don't see any other of the older Pokemon or characters catching more Pokemon. Yeah, probably not, besides maybe Freed. Rip Akira Toriyama. Dragon Ball was the OG anime that connected to the West. That is true. I mean, Pokemon did too, but like it's just like that, Sailor Moon, Pokemon, Dragon Ball, that all like help, I guess, bring like popularity to anime in the West and kind of, popularized it. For me, Pokemon started it, but Dragon Ball was the one that I like really got into like after I stopped watching Pokemon for a little while. And eventually got back into it, but yeah, Dragon Ball was my favorite anime for like the longest time, so yeah. Pokemon also has inspiration from Toriyama, like Ken Sugimori's early art. That makes sense. Press F for Toriyama. May rest in peace. Yep. Like it was the first gateway anime for the West to watch. Yep, I agree. Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball, Pokemon, those were the main three. Yeah. I actually think Sailor Moon was first. Maybe, I'm wrong. Then Pokemon. Well, technically Dragon Ball, since they had the Ocean dub. And then we got Funimation later on doing the actual dub in-house. Then we had Pokemon. Then, yeah. It kind of moved on from there. And then we got other series like Bleach, Naruto, Yu Yu Hakusho getting dubbed over in the West, and Full Metal Alchemist, and yeah, and so on and so forth until what we have today. And now anime is mainstream. Gotta thank the OG Akira Toriyama for that. It was Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon for me. Both of those got me into anime. Pretty much me too. I mean, I'd watched Sailor Moon, but I wasn't really a fan of it per se. I got into Pokemon, and then when I was getting bored of Pokemon, I started watching Dragon Ball Z, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like, forget Pokemon. I'm all for this Dragon Ball Z series, and then, yeah, That was my favorite for the longest time until I got back into Pokemon later on. Then I got into Naruto Bleached. Big time. And then I'm in a bunch of different series now. Like My Hero Academia, which was technically My Hero inspired today's episode, or this week's episode of Horizons. Yeah, you just see that. You see its influence everywhere. Akira Toriyama's, that is. I watched a lot of Dragon Ball. Crazy to think that I used to not be an anime person like at all except Pokemon, and now I have Spy X Family and My Hero Academia on my watch roster. Yeah, I mean, technically my profile picture is literally Lloyd Forger from Spy X Family, despite the fact that I don't cover the series on the channel. I talk about it from time to time, but I'm a big fan of Spy X Family, and that's why I have Lloyd as my profile picture. I thought it was like a perfect image when I saw it. I'm like, I'll just use this as my profile pic. I've had a few other ones in the past, but this one's basically stayed for like the last like year or two since Spy X Family debuted. Even Yu-Gi-Oh to some extent, and yeah, we lost Yu-Gi-Oh's mangaka too. I think it was we've lost in the last couple of years. We lost Berserk's mangaka. Then we lost the mangaka for Yu-Gi-Oh! Not long after that, and now we lost Akira Toriyama, so man. We've been losing some good ones, yo. Not much, but two new anime is better than none. Yeah. Can't wait for Code White next. Oh yeah! Code White comes out next month. That will be, I think April 19th it comes to the West, or in the United States. I'll be watching that day. Can't wait for... oh yeah, read that already. I love Bleach, one of my favorites next to Pokemon DBZ and Ben 10. Ben 10 anime. Ben 10's just a cartoon, but it does... I want to say, isn't Sasuke's VA voicing Ben 10, I think? I believe he voices him. So there's your connection to anime there. It's a cartoon, but it's just as good as the animes, yeah. I'd say Ben 10 is more of a Western cartoon, yeah. If it's not developed in Japan, it's Western. It does have influences, though. Kind of like Avatar. Yeah, Ben 10 and Avatar Last Airbender were so good. Yep. Dude, I know this is off topic from what we're saying. I have, in the last 48 hours, I have gotten 5,000 views on my channel. This is actually crazy. One of my shorts took off. That's why. It's actually kind of crazy. I don't think I've ever gotten this many views on my channel in such a short amount of time. And now I'm adding to it with this live streamed. Funny thing is, cartoons need to be inspired by anime more. Funny thing is, anime by definition refers to animation as a whole. It's not a specifically Japanese animation thing. True. It's just a specific genre, I guess you can call it. Hope they give us more Ben 10, but who knows. Your channel is awesome. Well, thank you. I try my best. You know, I try to do a variety of different things. I do the Horizon stuff because that's pretty much what I started my channel on. But I do the live streams. I do the video games, the Mario Karts, doing Yoshi right now, and a lot of those Mario Party streams tend to give me a lot of shorts material, so I work on that and post that. I actually got quite a few more from that Mario Party stream I had the other week. Still got a lot of stuff coming from that, but yeah. I honestly love watching your videos. You're like one of the only people who talks about Pokemon Horizons. Well, thank you. Yeah, I know that a lot of people have kind of slowed down and talking about the Pokemon anime, but I figured I'd keep going, so. Honestly, don't like what they've done with Ben 10 and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I don't think I haven't kept up with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so my opinion on that is I don't have one, I guess, is my opinion. My opinion is I don't have one. Honestly, glad I found this place. Really fun to just talk and not have to worry about opinion bashers and that crap. Yeah, I welcome all opinions here. As long as you're not being problematic and causing fights and stuff. I don't mind having disagreements. I don't expect people to come in here and agree with everything I say. Just to, hey, listen to what I have to say. And, hey, I might not agree with that, but, you're entitled to your opinion kind of thing. That's kind of where I'm at. I try to, be fair. I try to see, the other side and see what people say and why they don't like a certain episode or like a certain episode. So I try my best here. With Ben 10, there's the OG, then Peaks with the Alien Force, Ultimate Aliens, and then Omniverse. It's still enjoyable, but there's a reboot which is terrible. Okay, gotcha. I want to see an all-out battle of Roy versus Liko. That'd be neat, maybe at the end of the series when they're at their peak of their strength or whatever. Yeah, Ben 10 reboot kind of sucked. Yeah, I hope there's a Form Pokemon League and Horizons so we can see Liko and Roy go all out. Yeah, we'll see where the direction of the series takes us. I like the Rise of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie because the animation was amazing, but I mean the Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series, I don't really like. Gotcha. No, teach their own, I suppose. Like I said, I don't really have much of a stake in it. I haven't watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in a minute. I do have a friend that does keep up with it, though. So maybe I'll go and ask him. One series that definitely has some kind of anime-ish vibes is Infinity Train. Oh my gosh, the series took 18 plus to a whole new dimension. I'll have to check it out. I don't know what it is. There's just something that puts me off. Gotcha. Highly recommend it. Mutant Mayhem was good. I think Liko would win. She has shown a better talent for battle, and she has shown better battle IQ. Yeah, right now that is the case. I really hope that Roy kind of steps his game up if he wants to capture Rayquaza. He's going to need a bit of a power boost. Unlocking it through training, that is. I think Liko... Okay, yep, I read that already. My bad. I think it's too early to determine who would win. Oh, that movie. Yes, that movie. That one. I completely agree. That movie is great. Like some of the deaths just make you go, I'm not sleeping tonight. Or holy they didn't have to end X person like that. Oh. I see. Okay. For real, I like that movie a lot. Gotcha. Okay. We've been going on for a little over an hour and a half now. Usually longer than the typical this typical stream. We got 19 votes. Oh my gosh, I think we've hit 24 before, so we're pushing 20 votes. Wow. and 10-9-1 by just a small margin. I think just 2 votes. So I think it got 10 votes maybe, and the other one got 9. Wow, it's crazy. It's not all doom and gore. There's some good storytelling and metaphors for the human mind. Gotcha. Switching topics, is Dot growing on anyone else? I didn't like her at first, but she's growing on me. Absolutely. I mean, I was indifferent in the beginning, but like they have done like a great job with her. She literally is like Chloe / Koharu done correctly. And it's only been like 42 episodes. We're not even like the series isn't even a year old. And she's like, they've done a lot with her. She's arguably the best character in the show at the moment. Liko could actually come and do something here soon. Liko's actually been growing on me a lot lately. I think the one character that I want more from is Roy currently. Roy needs to really step things up here soon. Please and thanks, writers. You know what to do. Liko's my favorite. Gotcha. I still think Freed's my favorite. Just because I think he's cool and stuff. But like Dot, I guess when it comes to writing, I think Dot's the best so far. Liko's like right behind her though. I think they've been doing a really good job with Liko lately. And I'm curious to see when Liko's family comes back into play, how things are going to be. I want to see Liko and her mom interact and have like an honest conversation about things here soon. Her battle with her mom was great. She actually got a W. Roy needs to step it up. Oh, for Dot. Yep. Metheo is my favorite, but I don't know. It could potentially change. Maybe. Keyword maybe. Gotcha. I love Roy so much, but I wish they would give him more attention. He deserves way more. Agreed. I see we have an agreement here. Anyways, I'm getting distracted by messages again. Okay. Liko's mom. Okay, honey, time to talk about the pedos and the combis. Liko, Oh no, Pokefan. Oh no. And I just said that out loud. Okay, that was funny though. Yeah. That was pretty bad. Oh no. The design in the Pokemon or Horizon are W. I agree, Roy does need to step it up, especially with Sprig evolving soon. They've always been pretty consistent with Dot. They started nailing Liko and Metheo, finally getting something. It's just Roy, really. I guess Konya and Zur, but they're not really important. Yeah, I wouldn't expect Konya or Zur to get anything at this point. They're kind of just... Honestly, they're kind of irrelevant, unfortunately. Seems like in the beginning they would be, but... Yeah, maybe one day we'll get a little bit of focus on them and what they're all about, but yeah. You're fine, Pokefan. It was funny. No, you didn't. Mitchell, it's late. It's time to go to bed. Are you sure about that? We have a party today, yo. I ain't going to bed. I actually need some food here shortly. Though. And I need to clean up this place that I currently live at. because it is a mess. You have to sleep through it. Oh, wow. Making me sleep during my own party. Or not even my own party, it's Matt's party. I see how it is. I want Voikoko's backstory and Amitheo's backstory. We might get that someday with Voikoko. And then with Ametheo, he does have some type of connection with Terapagos, we saw. So there's something more there that they could probably elaborate on. It's Matt's party, not yours, but it's also my house. Just saying. I think Roy mainly just needs the battle development. Maybe a win. I think a win would be really nice for Roy. Like against one of the explorers, it would, be good. I don't know what they're gonna do coming up here when they're gonna get trapped by the explorers, but if he were to take an L, like I said earlier, maybe this drives him to become stronger, and maybe that becomes one of his sub goals. Is, hey, I want to become stronger, so I'm a strong, capable trainer of wielding Rayquaza, kind of thing. That's what they should start doing with him, but who knows? Pokemon, but I think we need him to go through some depression arcs so he gets some personal development and motivation. That could happen. We'll see. What if Mighty... Hold on, I gotta do this right. What if Mighty G used its own Palafin, or even still does own Palafin, but either released it or it's just like Ghost Suicune roaming the world? Because weird how he knows it. Yeah. It was a little random there, but, hey. Maybe this is what he does on the side. Or is known from his past or something. No idea, though. Maybe a win and not lose news incredibly easily in the next battle, whether it's training or not. Not sure. Kind of hard to say. What if Mighty G secretly is the Palafin? What if Mighty G is everyone in disguise? Just kidding. Part of it is Roy is not very smart and in battle gets frustrated very quickly. Yeah, he needs a wake-up call in that department, for sure. We are Almighty G. Guys, I have a confession to make. The truth is, my name is not Mitchell Mander. That my channel is just a disguise. I'm really Mighty G. Bam bam, bam bam. I'll even do you one better. You guys want a soundboard? You get a soundboard. I'm going to try this one more time. We're just gonna do this like this. The truth is, guys, I am Mighty G. There you go. That's why he needs to develop his own battle style. He's putting in Zoom classes on hold and playing Raid Shadow Legends. This stream is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Not really though. My dog must be Mighty G too. She's giving me the mighty hug. Oh no! Dark Souls music? What? Probably. I don't know. What do you mean? I've never streamed Dark Souls. It's just random because they were playing Drake lo-fi when I first started the stream. I was like, what? What does this have to do with video game music, yo? Okay. Whew. Well, this has been quite a fun stream, guys. I know I've played it. I don't know about streaming it. It's not really my thing, yo. I think Roy and Liko getting rivals would help the series a lot. Rivals are so important to the Pokemon franchise. That's what I said. Back in my what I want from Pokemon Horizons in 2024 video. Rivals would be good. I would really like it. I don't know how they're going to implement it though, but it could be nice. Like Sango could be a rival to like Liko or Roy or whatever. Maybe. Though she is an admin, so she technically should be stronger than them, so yeah. Alright, Pokefan, see yas. Thank you for joinings. Roy does have a lot of raw power. He just needs to grow in battle IQ. Agreed. Agreed. We'll see what they do for Roy in the future. Alright, anyways, guys, I streamed a little bit longer than oh, we're not ending the stream. We're probably getting towards the end, Pokefan, though. Since normally these streams, my intention is for them to be like an hour to an hour and a half. But we went on a little bit longer than I normally do. But I do need to probably get something to eat here, and I do have a few things I got to take care of today. So we'll probably be ending it here in a couple minutes. But you're good, though. You're good to stick around until the end. I think we got... Oh. Thought that was Final Fantasy music for a second there. Now we got Zelda music. Okay. Anyways, guys, do you guys have any final thoughts here? Do you want to share for like this episode, or like what these next few episodes are going to entail? Just some final thoughts here. I'll give you guys like a minute. What's everyone overall thoughts on Horizons? I think Horizons is a fine series. It had in my opinion, I think it had a pretty good start. In the first like chapter, the setting off chapter, the beginning of the Terrapagos chapter was weak. Had a few decent moments, but wasn't really the best. But things have kind of turned around as of late, and I've been enjoying the series like a lot lately. Currently, I'd give the series like a solid 7 out of 10 as an overall rating. Since it's very much story-driven, how this story is going to be executed in the future is going to determine how this series is going to be, like my rating for the series is going to be at the end of it. So, Yes. I think Horizons is a fine series. I think it's, in my opinion, I've enjoyed the series more than the prior series. Though I don't know how I'd rate it to the past Pokemon series beyond the last series, I guess. We'll see. I enjoyed the episode, and I'm not too sure what will come next apart from next episode, since we got the preview. But apart from that, I have no further questions or anything else to add. Gotcha, alright. I am too. Yep. Anything else, guys? Gonna give you like about 30-ish seconds. Obviously, there's a delay here, so just 30 more seconds. But I need food, guys. I need something to eat. Horizons is pretty good. Agreed. I like Horizons too. Yep. That's why we're all here. We're all fans of the Horizons. The Pokemans of the Horizons. Better than what I was expecting when Horizons was first announced. Yep. Me too. I was really worried going into the series, but I have been pleasantly surprised with it. It's been a fun watch. You're done too? Okay. Well, if there's no more comments, guys, I think we can probably bring things to a close. I'm going to go ahead and in the poll. Hold on, is this? Yeah, it's more Octopath music. My Quiet Forest. Nice. I like the Octopath music here. Yeah, it was a very close one. So I can tell people really like this episode. 9-10 one, so how about we settle with a 9 out of 10 for this one? It's a fun episode. I definitely recommend it. And yeah. The episode ends with a cliffhanger with us learning that there's something strange going on near the beach. And we're going to be facing off against the explorers here and figuring out what their plan is for Rayquaza. And then whatever's happening with episode 45. Whenever that summary comes out, if it's big, I'll probably cover it in a video. So yeah. Anyways, guys, I am hungry. I've got a pretty busy rest of the day. So I need to get going here. You enjoy your food. Thank you. This is the definition of a gag episode done right. There you go. That's exactly what I think. And I think I almost want to like pin that. But we're at the end of the stream now. But it is the definition of a gag episode done correctly and done right. But anyways, guys, I'm hungry. I got stuff to do today. So it's been a pleasure. Once again, thank you everyone for joining. You guys make these streams possible. And I will continue to do so because I enjoy doing these streams. These are a lot of fun. So anyways, to anyone that is still here, thank you so much for joining me. We'll be resuming with Horizons again with the next episode next week. So look forward to it. And then I think we'll probably be doing Mario Kart maybe on Monday. We might even be doing it tomorrow. We'll see because they're doing a tournament thing. So if you want to join the streams, besides Horizons, I have other streams that I do. So if you want to check those out, yeah, you should totally do that. And we can just talk about different things. Have a good time. Anyways, everyone, I'm out. So have a good rest of the day. And I will see you all later. Bye.